Hi everybody, welcome back to A Glittery Life. Oh my gosh, listen, I feel a little bit like I've been like all things Wayne Goss lately here on A Glittery Life because he just launched his brow set and now we have the anniversary collection, and this is a relaunch of his very first brush collection, which is called The Collection. And that launched 2 years ago, and actually we just got to have a really fun party with Beautylish here in Los Angeles to celebrate the launch of that. It was so much fun. There were so many beauty bloggers, and I actually got to meet some of you, some subscribers who I feel like are now friends. So thank you guys so much for watching, and that was really fun. The cool thing about that is actually it was my 2-year friendiversary with Beautylish. It was 2 years ago, during the launch of the original collection, that I got to become acquainted with Beautylish and started getting to do fun projects with them. So it was really fun for me to kind of actually internally celebrate that. So Wayne, I was definitely celebrating you, but I was also celebrating Trisha X Beautylish, Trisha times Beautylish. So anyway, enough about that. I want to show you the collection. I want to show you the new brushes. So a couple things. First off, I am actually going to demo this eye look at the end of this video using a couple of the brushes. So if that's interesting to you, then keep watching for that. I know I never do tutorials. I'm starting to maybe think I might demo products. I'm not really into like the whole tutorial on myself, but I will demonstrate products on myself. But let's talk brushes. Okay, so first up, this is the new #1 brush. This is 3 times faster. Jeez, 3 times faster. It is actually going to be faster because it's bigger. This is 3 times larger than the original #1 brush, and this is the perfect duo fiber brush for foundation and cream liquid products on your face. So really being able to buff those in, getting a very airbrushed, like seamless look. It's really important to note that the collection's limited edition. Let's see, I'll do some close-ups so that you can see the pink embossing on the handles. It's so cute, it's so pretty. It's the same like murdered out black handles that Wayne's brushes always are, which I think is so sexy. I love black handled brushes. It drives me nuts to have brushes that don't have black handles. So love that. In general about these. This is the same quality that you can expect from all of his brushes. They're still made in the same factory, and it is the same like artisan, handcrafted, takes 20 people to make one brush. It's the whole shebang is all the same. What is different is how much bigger this is. Gosh, it's so great. You know, listen, I think you've got to give props to Wayne for really listening to his consumers and listening to his subscribers, that the original #1 brush was quite small for doing foundation, especially if you have a round face or a big face. I do not have a petite face. I'm in the big face club, so appreciate that. It's still got that nice dense top to it, but it does have some give, which is going to give you that kind of airbrush look to it. Now, it's important to note that this brush is limited edition. You can only get this brush in the set. There's the original #1 is still going to be available, but if you're interested in this brush, you have to get it in the set. The set is, I think, $15 more, coming in at $225 because of this change in this brush and another brush. So I'll show you that in a minute. But #2 is the powder brush. And this is what I applied Tribulation, the NARS Tribulation with today. This is such a beautiful highlight brush, under eye setting powder and highlight. So you can see I'm gonna pick up a little bit of Tribulation. I already have plenty on. And then I'm gonna just feather it with this brush there where the highlight belongs. Do you notice I'm not putting my highlight all down in here? That's not where your highlight belongs, girls. Just feathered right up there, so that when you're actually looking straight on in the camera, you cannot see the highlight. You don't see the highlight until you turn and the light actually hits it right there. Or if you're in a dark room, you're creating light on your face by putting highlight there. Just a little tip in case you wanted a highlight tip. I mean, maybe you do, maybe you don't. This blush is a multitasker. It can be used for blush, highlight, bronzer. It could actually even be used for contouring, for a really nice kind of like soft contour. Its tapered shape makes it very easy to kind of maneuver the contours, the planes of your face. We'll put a little bit of highlight right there on the Cupid's bow with my lipstick. #3 is a slightly pointed crease brush. This is another multitasker, great for an all-over lid sweeper, doing a wash of color. If you're just doing a one shadow wash of color, perfect for that. Also ideal for highlighting the nose, the Cupid's bow, the brow bone, because you're going to get a nice light feathery highlight. You're not going to get an overwhelming highlight. You're not going to get a look that creates where people go, oh hey, there's Trisha's highlight. The other thing that Wayne says that you can use this brush for, and I'll have to give it a try for that because I haven't, is for buffing powder onto the T-zone, kind of setting that T-zone, because you don't want a cakey T-zone, especially if you're oily prone like I am, like normal to oily, so that means my skin's normal here and oily here. The more product that you end up putting on, you can start looking cakey. So if you're feathering on a little bit of setting powder or mattifying powder, you're going to keep a nice even look without it being too cakey. The number 4 brush is one of the brushes that I use in my shadow demo. So the number 4 brush is perfect for blending and distributing color all into the crease, which is the socket of your eye. I mean, everybody knows what a crease is, but I thought I would point that out. Because of this tapered silhouette of this brush, it would also be ideal and usable for your under eye concealer and your under eye setting powder, just depending on how you want to use it, how frequently you want to wash it, would affect how much you want to use it with cream or liquid products. But you can use natural hair brushes, obviously, with those, and you get a beautiful application. So you wouldn't be able to use this as an eyeshadow brush the same time that you were using it for an under eye setting brush, but I do like that, once again, so many of the brushes from this collection are multitaskers. Wayne was very smart designing a brush set that could do a lot of different things, and you only have to have a handful of brushes, so very smart on his part. The number 5 brush is another one of the ones that was remade and redesigned for this set. It's much shorter, it's much denser, it's that same soft quality that you can expect, perfect for smudging out the under eye, doing shadow, smudging out liner. I do use this one in my demo. This is also perfect too for applying lip pigment. I wouldn't necessarily use this for lipstick, applying lipstick, but if you're going to press a pigment onto the lip to really get a very like saturated lip, this is a perfect brush for that as well. I do like the new kind of redesign better. I like how precise it is. If I was going to do a cut crease or really try to like add an extra layer of dimension to the crease, I would take a darker color to what I was already doing in my crease, and I would bring this around as well. So kind of like packing on a crease color and then using one of the blending brushes to like blow it out. Now number 6 is a dense dome shaped brush, perfect for the crease, but also my favorite way to use this brush is actually to apply color all over the lid, all over the eye, actually to do a wash of color with this. One of the things I think you might not know about this brush is that it's perfect also for doing concealing. So spot concealing, working to conceal blemishes on the face. The flat nature of it means that you'll be able to really pat that concealer in without getting it too cakey, because then you can feather out all around it. So once again, another eye or face brush, depending on how you want to use it. This is probably one of the ones I use the most because I do really like being able to just do a quick wash of color. This is the number 7 brush. It is one that I use a lot. You can use it for lips, you can use it for the eyes. It's short, it's dense, you can really pack stuff on. This is great for carving out the Cupid's bow. It's also great for really carving out the under eye, really kind of defining. And you can use this to apply precise color. So if I'm using pressed pigments, or if I'm using pigment and I really want to just place it right in the center to do a spotlight eye, this is a perfect brush for that because it's going to be very precise. Inner corner work, inner corner highlight, flawless with this. So this is a great one. I actually have a couple of these because I think they're really useful. And then of course the number 8 brush, which is the tiniest little brush I've ever seen in my life. This is perfect for working pigment or shadow into that lash line because you can actually really push it right down into the lash line to create a very defined lash line. You can also use this one for the brow. You can also use this for your brows to really kind of sculpt out the brows. You're going to get a little bit more of a natural brow, but you can do a very precise line with a brush like this. Overall, I think for the money, I would choose this collection if I was going to buy one or the other. If you're on the fence about which one, you've kind of been wanting the whole collection, maybe you haven't bought it yet, maybe you've just bought a couple brushes here and there. I think for my personal use, I would actually prefer this one because of the new reimagined number 1. It's going to be so much more practical for me and just a lot. I'll end up using it a lot more frequently. So I think I would lean towards this one if you're gonna buy one or the other. Now, the original collection's still gonna be available, so if you miss out on this one, if it sells out, or you just end up kind of skipping it over, the original collection still will be available. You'll just miss out on this limited edition #1 brush. But overall, I've got to give this collection a thumbs up. It's a beautiful collection. I'm so proud of my friend Wayne. And Wayne, keep making fantastic brushes for artists like me and for beauty connoisseurs around the world. I know we all really appreciate what you're doing. So anyway, you guys, if you want to see me demo some of these brushes, then keep watching. If not, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed, I hope you'll do that, and have a great day. Bye. So I'm going to take the #6 brush and I'm going to pick up some malt, and I'm basically just going to sweep this all over my lid and crease. I already have MAC Painterly down as a base, so now I'm just kind of doing an all over wash of color with this like really neutral shadow. I think that like on busy days, a wash of color is my best friend. So this brush is actually perfect for that, just depositing a wash of color everywhere just to get a little bit of definition. A wash of color is great if you're in a hurry because it's really easy, and it also gives you the appearance of having done something to your eyes, so it can brighten, define, highlight, showcase your eyes a little bit without doing a lot of work. Now I'm going to take the #4 brush, the crease brush, and a little bit of Rule. I just got this color recently and I've been really enjoying it. And I'm going to just pick up a little bit of color, and I'm going to just follow my socket all the way around. Now, because I have a hooded eye, a lot of times I will actually do my crease work straight across, but because I'm going to make the lid the focal point of this look, I'm just doing I'm just giving something for transition right there in that crease. And you can see I have texture to my eyes. I am not 18, and I'm not using one of those Instagram photo filters that everybody who posts eyeshadow pictures uses, so that you think that they have no texture on their eyes. You guys know that's not real life, right? So just giving some like definition, really obviously using a color that's gonna accentuate my blue eyes and just create some definition with that. So I'm gonna blow this out a little bit more just to get this nice and even. I'm gonna bring this up a little bit. I didn't quite let Painterly dry all the way. Does anybody ever do that? So now actually I could just stop there and put liner on and mascara and call it good. And I'm not gonna lie, I definitely have done this look before. Like where I'm just doing like a lid color and crease, eyeliner, mascara, boom, that's it. But I'm really having fun playing with these duochrome shadows. And so I'm gonna go back actually with my #6 brush, and I'm gonna just pick up some of this product. I'm really curious to see how green this is gonna come across. Oh yeah, it's like the most beautiful olive color. Oh my gosh. You guys, this is so pretty. It feels a little bit patchy on application, but I'm gonna just keep like working that color in. Can you see that? Can you see how pretty that is? This is my first time using this shadow. I'm not even scared to try something new on camera. This could have been a disaster. I'm gonna work a little bit more of that on. Now I'm gonna come back in with a little bit of Rule and just kind of like blend out that transition between Ritzy and Rule. I don't know what you think, but I think this is a really pretty combo. So now I'm going to take my little pencil baby brush #5, back again with Ritzy, and I'm going to define my lower lash line. And because I'm not going to put liner on my lower lash line, I'm going to really go for it with this, and I'm going to bring it down kind of almost right into where that like socket starts for your under eye. where those under eye creases are. I do feel like this is a little bit of a patchy like application for a shadow. I do feel like the shadow is a little bit patchy in application. I think it's probably the duochrome consistency. And I'm going to make sure that's connected in that outer corner. Okay, so there you can see the completed look with mascara and eyeliner on. And you can see this is actually a really great fall eye look. And for those of you who actually get to live somewhere where you have fall, it's currently 94 degrees here in Los Angeles, so I've lost all hope that I'll ever get to experience fall again. But a good fall inspired eye look nonetheless. Thanks so much for watching, and I will link how to get these brushes in the description box below. And if you're not subscribed to A Glittery Life, please do me a favor and click that red subscribe button so we can be friends and keep doing makeup together. See you later.